As capacity restrictions are loosened and more people get vaccinated, some club sport teams are asking for a chance to play. Full contact club sports such as group cheer, basketball, water polo currently are prohibited from competing. Kate Houston spoke to one local team who says they should be reclassified.
I love being with my team. Through all the wins and losses, it's always fun.
Saul Biddle has played for Team Vegas water polo for 6 years. He says the current classification of water polo as high risk because it's a contact sport has made it difficult for his team.
Mentally, there's a weight on our shoulder.
Right now, the club team is only allowed to do conditioning-based practices, no contact.
There's no more adversity in practice. Everything's separate, everything's individual. But we are a team, we're not an individual sport. So they're missing on that aspect of it.
Mark St. John, coach of Team Vegas water polo, has brought his concerns to the state, which recently reclassified lacrosse as a minimal contact sport. St. John is asking for water polo to be reclassified as well, citing competition and practices take place in chlorinated water.
We're not arguing that we're not a contact sport. Our argument is that even though we are a contact sport, the environment in which we play in makes it a safe sport.
St. John has recently hosted tournaments in Utah requiring 2 negative COVID tests before competition. He's asking for in-state competition to be allowed under the same strict protocols, pointing out some local hockey clubs have already been able to do so.
We are willing to go through any hoop, follow any guidelines for our kids. We just want to be given the chance to do so.
Overall, he says this is for his young athletes who want to get back to the sport they love.
We're just looking at the future and hoping that we can get back to our regular practices because we miss them.
Kate Houston, 8 News Now.
Such a great sport, water polo. This week, the state's COVID response team was asked about modifying the current guidelines for youth and adult sports. At this point, they are continuing to monitor cases and taking input from public health professionals. Denise?